Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about Tailor Brands. And if you haven't heard of Tailor Brands, they are a company that is a one-stop shop to getting your business up and running off the ground as an LLC. In today's world, there are so many different businesses that you can own and so many different ways that you can get started. And if you don't want to sit there and try to figure out how and the do's and the don'ts, Tailor Brands might be a really good starting place for you to be able to explore the option of becoming a business owner. First things first, what even is the point of filing for an LLC? Why do you need Tailor Brands? An LLC basically just separates personal and business assets, and it's as simple as that. A few weeks ago, I actually filed for my own LLC before I even knew about Tailor Brands. And as someone who takes pretty good pride in being organized and going through processes like these, it was still very, very frustrating. And so I'm glad that I was able to find Tailor Brands and able to share this with you guys because there's so much paperwork, so many different things you have to do to make sure that you are legally compliant. And in order to do that and stay on top of it, it's just easier when you have someone who is in the field and knows how to do it instead of you making hundreds of checklists and making sure you're on top of these things and always being paranoid that there is something you missed. If you don't know how to get started on your business, or you do know how and you just don't want to have to keep going through all those steps on your own, Tailor Brands literally streamlines all of it for you to make it easy, keep you organized, and help you stay one step ahead of the game. Tailor Brands actually starts you off by asking you what state you're going to be operating in, opening your business in, and from there you answer a few questions about your business so that they can make sure to offer you every service that your type of business might need. There are two really cool features that Tailor Brands offers that I think really differentiates them from their competitors. And the first being that they offer a business coaching program, which is 12 weeks long, completely free, comes with you signing up for their services, and you can actually opt in or out. It is just a complete guide that helps you walk through difficult things like taxes, compliance, digital marketing, and then you actually even get a custom business plan that you can choose to use and tailor for whatever you need in your business. The second really cool thing that Tailor Brands offers you is this LLC formation kit. And it's just this really cool thing that keeps all of your tax forms, compliance, legal, all that stuff together so that you have it all in one place. And they also give you, basic business to-dos for your day in and day out, as well as a planner. So that is just a really cool tool that I think is essential for starting your business, especially when you haven't done stuff like this before. Or if you're not an organized person, it'll just help you stay organized with everything in one place. Before we jump into exploring the actual website, I wanted to talk a little bit about pricing, just because I know that's a huge pain point for a lot of people who are just starting their business. Tailor Brands offers 3 packages, and the first is their Light package. This package is going to offer you getting that LLC started and filed with your state. The package itself is completely free, and all you have to pay for is the filing fee for your state. And this is the same fee you would be paying if you filed on your own or with a different company. So again, the package itself is free. You're just paying for that straight up filing fee for your state. Their second package, the package up, is the Essentials package, and this helps you with invoicing and bookkeeping alongside the LLC. If this is what you want to upgrade to, depending on your business type, you can do that as well. And that's going to be $199 for 1 full year, renewable every single year. Lastly, their top tier package is their Elite package. This is $249 a year, again, renewable every year. And this offers everything that was already mentioned alongside things like legal compliance, your website and domain. Depending on what you need, again, you can pick whichever package works for you, or you can pick a basic package and then just add little single items that you need from the packages above to make sure it's customized to best fit every single thing that you need. That's just a really quick overview of their prices. I will be going through all of it again on the actual website. So let's go ahead and jump into exploring the Tailor Brands website. To get started, we are going to choose our state. You guys know I'm from Minnesota, so I'm going to start there. Let's register your business as an LLC in Minnesota. We need to check to see if in my state, the business name I want is available. For this purpose, I'm going to have an online sticker business, and we're just going to call it Super Stickers. Check to see it is available. Great. Okay, we're going to click Next. What stage is Super Stickers currently in? Is it just an idea? Are we taking the first steps, about to launch, or already in business? I'm going to say taking the first steps. When are you planning to launch? As soon as possible, in a few weeks, in a few months, more than 3 months. I'm going to say as soon as possible. What's Super Stickers industry? I'm going to say arts and crafts. And I do have physical goods. If you need to type in your own, you can do that as well. Are you planning to have employees? I am not. Not for this. It's just me and my stickers. Have you set an annual income goal? I have a lot of goals, but because it's the first year, I'm going to say less than $80,000. We're going to work our way up there, guys. Where are we going to operate from? I'm going to pick a random one in Minnesota. Make sure you're putting in the right zip code for you, and it's going to be an online store. So besides the LLC, do I want a logo, trademark, a website, EIN, domain, insurance, all this good stuff? What do I want? If there's more that you need, you can type it in there. I'm going to start with a logo, a website, and a domain. What have you already done for your business? Setup, all this stuff here, managing, and then growth. If you have not done anything like I have not for this business, I'm going to click none of the above. If you do end up clicking something that you did already go through this, then great. It's one thing more that is checked off your list that they won't try to offer you because obviously you already did it. As I mentioned earlier, you get access to their free, completely free 12-week coaching program. And in this program, they're going to teach you about taxes, compliance, digital marketing. You get their on-demand master course. And then there are also optional activities that will be assigned to you by your coach. Lastly, you get that personalized business plan that I talked about. And I think that is so valuable to you and your business. You can join the program or you can say no thanks. Contact information. This is where you sign up. I'm going to go ahead and put my information in, and then I will meet you on the next screen. Once you put in your information to start your account, you're going to land on this page. Get your EIN to open a business bank account and hire employees. An EIN is an employer identification number. It's a 9-digit federal business tax ID issued by the IRS and helps you to file your business taxes. It's essential for opening a business bank account, establishing credit, and hiring employees, as well as applying for loans. If you need help, you can have Tailor Brands help you, or if you want to handle it yourself, you can click that. I'm going to go ahead and click handle it myself. I'm not to that point yet in my business, so I'm not going to explore that option. I'm going to take a look at it later on and click next. They're just asking you if you're sure. I'm going to say yes, I'm sure. Assign your registered agent as required in Minnesota. In my state, I need to have someone available during business hours to handle anything formal that my state might need. I can use Tailor Brands or I can handle it myself. I'm just going to say handle it myself. I've been doing it, so I think that's something I can handle that I don't need to put off on Tailor Brands. Keep your good standing status in Minnesota with our annual compliance. They'll help you stay compliant, make sure everything is up to date, or if you want to handle it yourself, you can as well. Again, Tailor Brands is here to literally tailor to your business to give you the resources or the services that you need, and they're not trying to push everything on you. Obviously, they give you your own option to handle it yourself, and if that's something you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can have them help you stay compliant. I'm going to say I'm going to handle the compliance and then move on. Elevate your professional image with our branding toolkit. This is definitely something that I need help with. I am not an artsy person as much as I want to be, as much as I try to be. I just am not. So creating the logos, the website, the online store, all of it so that it seamlessly looks really good and is all in one place. Yes, that is a definite yes for me. I'm going to say yes, and you can see it's included in Elite. Skip the line and form your LLC even faster. Well, I want it to be expedited, or can I wait? Because I'm in those early stages, I'm going to say I can wait. 14 days, 2 weeks is not a huge deal for me. I'm still trying to figure out my business anyways, so I'm going to say wait and hit next. Establish your LLC rules with an operating agreement. Customize your LLC's ownership, structure, profits, liabilities, management, and operational guidelines. Minimize future conflicts by setting your own rules instead of relying on the default state laws. Get my operating agreement from Tailor Brands or figure it out myself. If you do choose this, you can see that they'll charge you this fee. Keep that in mind as you're going through every single option that you're choosing. There might be a fee associated with that, so just keep your eyes on this little bottom part to make sure that you're not signing up for something that's out of your budget. As a new business owner, I know everyone has a budget, and not everyone is just free to choose everything. So choose everything that you think really is essential, that you really, really need help with. Tailor Brands does a great job of offering all of this stuff to you, but as a business owner, you have to really make sure that you're choosing what's best for your budget and your business. For this purpose, I am going to say that I'm going to have them help me with my operating agreement and click next. This is the other thing that I mentioned earlier. Like a pro, store receipts and keep your LLC organized with their formation kit. There's free shipping on this. If you order it, you'll be charged $99. But this is what it looks like. You can see it's just flipping through. It makes you look professional and feel professional because all of those documents, the formal stuff, is kept in one place for you. If you get a call from your state, if something else happens, and you need to be able to access that right away, instead of trying to flip through an old box of documents you're supposed to have together, this really just puts it all together for you. And I think it's a really cool tool to have for someone who likes to stay organized, or maybe someone who isn't organized, and this is what would help you to be organized, to have everything in one place. If you want to order it, you can here. If you don't want to order it, you can just click I don't need a professional look and they won't order it for you. I'm going to go ahead and just click that because I love being organized, and click next. Don't miss any important updates and notifications about your business. This service is and always will be completely free of charge, which I love. Notifications are not great when you're getting notifications about random things, but when it comes to your business, I think it's really good to stay informed about deadlines, about things you need to do, all of that good stuff. They will text you notifications about your status, compliance, and offers on anything unique to your business. I'm going to say get notified and click next. Here are those plans that I'd mentioned before: Light, Essential, and Elite. Every one of these packages comes at this cost, which is renewable every year, on top of the LLC filing fee specific to your state. In Minnesota, you can see here it's $155 for each of these. Light includes the LLC, processing that within 14 days, invoicing and bookkeeping, which is just a trial, the business coaching program I mentioned that's 12 weeks long and completely free. And that's very basic. That's why it's light. You just get that LLC formation and then you pay the state filing fee. Next up, we have Essential, which is $199 a year. Right now, they've got a promo for that $30 Amazon gift card, which everyone loves Amazon, so I don't have anything else to say about that. It covers the exact same things alongside the annual compliance, which is mandatory report filing and updates, and then establishing an operating agreement. Lastly, we have the Elite package, which is $249 a year. It's their top tier package, has everything that the other two packages have, but this online branding toolkit, which I believe is so beneficial, guys. You get that 1-year free domain, DIY website and online store, logos, business cards, social media post maker, and then business card tools. And that I feel like is just it's a basic need for your business to be running and looking professionally. I'm going to go ahead and select Elite. I want to show you this. I mentioned it earlier. You can actually go in and a la carte pick these registered agents or the EIN to add to your plan and then continue to payment. Or in this one, obviously the Elite plan features everything. Let's say you want the Light plan, but you want a few different options that aren't offered in that plan. You can come down here and select what you want to add, and it will just charge you for that specific service rather than you having to upgrade to the next full plan. After you select a plan, you just put in your payment information and you will be taken to the dashboard, which is what we are going to explore next. Here we are in the dashboard and all of the services they offer on the side here. I'm going to go through a few of them that I think are really important. Obviously, if you're on here, you need to go through as many as you can, all of them, if anything, so that you can see if you actually need those services, and if not right now, possibly explore them in the future. First things first, I think a logo is very important. We are going to say super stickers, if I can spell it right. Get started. I don't want a tagline. I kind of like super simple logos, but that's just me. I am offering physical goods. And it's arts and crafts. I think logos are so vital to brands. You guys could probably think of like 5 brands right now, 5 images, logos that go in your head, and you like right there, you know exactly what brand it is, what they offer, and in what industry they're in. And I think that if you make a good eye-catching logo, that's going to be you. And that's so important because you want to stand out not only from competitors, but you want people to be able to recognize your business just based off your logo. Tailor Brands offers you 3 options. You can do icon-based, name-based, or initial-based. I like pictures. And like I was just saying, it's really easy to remember for me. So I'm going to go with that option. You can choose a geometric shape or you can search for an icon. And they have a ton of icons here. So you're going to choose a couple. There's a couple spots for you. They're going to give you a few different options, so you're not stuck with just one. Go ahead and go through and pick a couple. Let's see. I am doing buttons, so I kind of like this. That kind of looks like a button. This kind of looks like a button. Oh, this is cute. We're just going to pick a few before I get carried away and stay on this page forever. Then you're going to choose a style of font that you love. You get 3 of them. So I'm going to choose handwritten, bolder, and thin. And click next. Now they're designing our perfect logo. Alrighty, this is the first one they came up with. I'm not a huge fan of it, but there are a ton of options over here for us. So let's see what we like. What do we like? I kind of like the sunshine and this squiggly thing here. Let's click this. Okay, you can customize this. So if you kind of like it, but you're not completely happy with it, we can go in and customize it. So you get all these different options if you don't love it right away. And what's cool is they actually show you what it looks like on the website, business card, and a t-shirt, and that's really cool too. I think I'm going to stick to what we had earlier, and we'll just go with this. I'm getting carried away. I just want to start making this logo now for my fake company. But I'm going to say I'm finished, and it's going to take us back to the congratulations page where you have your logo. You can download it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. The free logo, this is our logo here that we just made. History, so it shows us everything that they offered us. You could probably go back and, yeah, edit one, maybe if you change your mind. But that's the one we have. If you need to download things like EPS files, brand presentations, and more, they actually give you that option as well to do that there. The next thing I want to explore is business email. As a business owner, you're going to be communicating with your community, with your clients, customers. And in my instance here, this example, I'm going to have vendors. So people who are helping me create my products that I'm actually selling. To have a business mailbox dedicated to your actual business and not just at gmail.com, I think really elevates your business and helps it to be so much more professional. Although it's not a need for a lot of people, I personally would love the idea of it if I was starting this business. When you get here, it says you have to buy a domain. So I can't just create a random at, whatever it is. That name is what we call a domain. And to have that on my email, I have to buy a domain. So this is going to take you from business email to domain. And domain, we're going to say super stickers, stickers, can't type today, super stickers. And then they're going to show us the matches that I can actually get that are available today. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. I, a long time ago, watched a creator who talked about how they bought all the domains they wanted to whenever they had an idea. Yes, it does come at a cost, but they didn't want to have a business idea and then one day actually explore it and not have a domain available. In my instance here, what if one day I want to do super buttons and when I get to that point, superbuttons.com is not available? That would suck. I don't want to be superbuttons123.com. I want to be superbuttons.com. So that's something to think about, not only for your current business name, but if you are done with this part and you want to buy another domain, keep that in mind that domain names are renewed every single year or every couple of years, depending on what kind of plan you choose. And you don't want the names that you need to all of a sudden be taken by somebody else. And then you're stuck for however long without access to that name. Without going too much into it, I'm going to move forward with selecting mysuperstickers.com. And then they show you here how much it's going to cost for 2 years. If you want to explore other options for that length of time, you can. But it's $25 roughly a year. $20 on top of that for the domain privacy. If you don't want your registration details to be shown to the public, which they generally are, you can do that as well. And it comes to about $45 for 2 years. Once you have that domain name, you will be able to go back and get that business email for your domain name. And obviously, because we're talking about the domain, the next logical step is going to be the website. Tailor Brands offers 3 options for creating your website. If you're a beginner, you can use their automatic website builder. If you have an online store or blog and you just want to use one of their DIY templates and create something off of that or just run with their complete template, that's totally fine as well. If you do all that and you get really overwhelmed, you can hire a designer to build your website. Let's start with a template. And we're selling stickers, so it's kind of, let's see, my stickers are going to be a little silly. I really love that they have 3 views for you, obviously on the mobile device. And you can even scroll. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. getting distracted on the tablet, and then on the laptop. So you know exactly what it's going to look like for each of these. Let's choose this template and we're going to start editing. If you've never used a website builder before, I will tell you that it's very comparable to this. These days, most people don't know the backend JavaScript or HTML. And so having a website builder like this is really easy because you can just literally double click and then type here. That's awesome. You can highlight it and change the fonts, the size, the color. It's super simple. And then you can just preview it. That looks really cool, actually. Here's on the tablet and then mobile and all 3 devices. Oh my gosh, I just saw that it's like Android and Apple. That's really cool. Okay. Again, getting distracted. We're gonna go back to the editor. You can add widgets here, everything. There's that HTML I was talking about if you want to do your own. Table, countdown, tabs, images, icons, shapes, PayPal, contact form, email, click to call. Literally everything you would need to make a bomb website, guys. Content, personalize, sell online, blog. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. So you would manage your posts. You can do a new post. So it would literally update the whole website with whatever post you're doing. And if you edit a post, I see, okay, you're now in post mode. You would edit your post there and then just be done. And then you could preview again or just publish your website. Super simple. For someone who's used website builders before, I would say this is very, very easy to use, even if you've never done it before. If for some reason you get overwhelmed and you're like, okay, this is not easy, this is not okay, Becca, that you were completely wrong, totally fine. You can hire an expert here. It's like a panic button, you guys. I love this. It's like a panic button that you can click to hire an expert to take care of this for you instead of you having to do this. When you're done, you just hit publish and then you're good to go for those of you that are sticking to making your own. And then if you want to go back to the home screen, make sure you save your work or publish it and then hit home. And this brings us back to the beautiful dashboard. Those are the big things I wanted to show you guys on their dashboard here. I think that everything here is a really good service, but like I said, you have to tailor it to what your business needs and to your budget. What's great about Tailor Brands is that even if you don't choose it now, you can always upgrade later and start that process when it comes time that you can not only afford it, but that it's right for your business. A couple last things before I wrap up this walkthrough. Business updates are going to be here. Keep those in mind. Make sure you are on top of that. And then your purchases are down here. Whatever you did pay for, they're going to be down here. You can track everything and be able to access those documents there. Lastly, there is this upgrade button up here. If you haven't yet chosen a plan or you chose a specific plan that didn't give you everything you needed and you're choosing to change, you can come here and select what works best for you. Each of them, obviously, the more expensive it is, the more value it's going to give you. And so you can take a look at those. If you select it, that fee is showing you the monthly price, but if you're doing it for a year, it'll show you the actual annual price, and it's $47.88 for the basic plan. The standard plan comes to $71.88. Premium, which they recommend, is $155.88, and then Elite comes to $249. If you scroll down, they do have some FAQs for you to explore if you have questions about your logo, subscription, canceling, and all that good stuff. And that, you guys, is wrapping up Tailor Brands' website and dashboard. Okay, let's recap. A lot of people want to start a business these days, and that makes so much sense. There's so many ways to do it, so many businesses to own, and it just is a great feeling to be your own boss. Knowing that not everyone is ready and able and even willing to dig into the details of owning and starting a business. And Tailor Brands is, again, that one-stop shop for you to make sure that you have everything ready so that you can be successful as a business owner. Starting your LLC is not just paperwork. From there on, there is so much to do and so much to stay organized. And Tailor Brands literally will help you do all of that. My honest opinion is that starting a business is really hard. Maintaining a business is really hard. So to be able to have a resource that you can just tell your needs to, and then it gives you everything, every step of the way, guidance and everything to make sure that you get to where you want to go is an investment. And I think it's worth it if you want your company to succeed. If that's you, if you want to give this a try, I'm going to be dropping a link for you in the description. It'll give you 35% off Tailor Brands services. For those of you that do try this, please send me your feedback. I'd love to hear from you. Everything else, whether about Tailor Brands or not, drop something in the comments, interact with me. I'd love to connect with you. Email me if you want to. I've been getting tons of those, and it's always fun to see everything you guys have to say. Thank you for all your support. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.